me about this. First of all, there's no Dragon Ball Daima episode this week. Tomorrow, next week, Daima will resume. But I've already had people asking me, and asking Herms if they think that this red letter message, this red character message that's going to appear at the end of Daima is going to hint for the next Dragon Ball Super anime, the next Dragon Ball Super movie, or more episodes of Daima. I don't know what the message is going to be, but I'm telling you now, and you should know from my track record covering Daima, please temper your expectations. If they are going to announce a new anime, movie project, more Daima episodes, anything involving Super, they're not going to do it within the body of Daima. Now, as much as I think that would be cool, because the MCU did these awesome, post-credit scenes, they kind of reinvented those, and now everyone uses them, right? Dragon Ball's post-credit scenes are more comedic and fun, not really to promote the next thing. So whatever this code is, it likely will have something to do with Daima or with Toriyama himself. So that remains to be seen. But like I said, I'm not here to BS you. I do not foresee this being an announcement. Whenever a new Dragon Ball project is announced, it's going to happen on the Dragon Ball site, in one of the magazines, or at a convention. It's not going to be announced within another show. Please be aware of this. It's just going to be an Easter egg. Now, the thing that was discussed by Akio Ioku, besides Daima, is he says he was asked about more games and movies, and he said there may be some announcements coming this year. Now, let's not get our hopes up with this. Let me tell you why. Because let's not forget he's pulled this card before. A couple of years ago, 2023 or 2022, I think it was, he said there was going to be another announcement coming in 2022. And that never came. Now, looking back at it now, we know that this was probably Daima, but the reason as to why it wasn't announced is because the project took longer than expected. We know this because it's been confirmed that Dragon Ball Daima went into production in 2022. So that's when all of the visuals were submitted. That's when all of the early production happened, was 2022. So, and if you remember, in January of that year, ironic, isn't it? He said,
up early,
we may have some more announcements later this year. And it was nothing. And it wasn't about the superhero movie because that had already been announced. I feel like we should remember that and maybe not take this too seriously. Yes, there have been rumors swirling of a Dragon Ball Super movie going back months. I have no update for you on that because nobody else has said anything about it. None of the quote-unquote leakers in the fandom have even been updated about it, and I haven't heard anything besides what I already reported a couple months ago. I'm not even sure when that project's coming out, so that's why I'm letting you know right now the best thing we can do is just not get our hopes up, because every time people fall for this, I've been blamed for it in the past, but then I stopped even hinting at stuff. And I told everybody, lower your expectations, and people still do it. They say, oh, well, this must be an announcement. This must be something big. And people thought, I told people a month before Daima was announced that Dragon Ball Magic was coming. That's what it was called back then. And people still thought that it was going to be Moro. People thought the announcement at the convention of Daima last year, or 2 years ago now, 2023, was going to be the Moro arc of Super, even though I told everybody, no, it's a new show, Goku becomes a kid again. All of that was reported a month before the convention here on the channel. So I'm just telling you, because I still see the question. I don't think this means anything. Hopefully we do get something. Obviously we'll keep you up to date here on the channel as far as what's coming, what's next.
See, with as many people that usually critique geekdom, he still does have pretty good, valuable information over there, because he be coming with it. Shout out to doing his motherfucking thing, because, hey, give me something to review.